Hi friends, my name is Al or Lilstarnerd, and welcome to today's episode of Mission Success? It's everyone's favorite video. Today we are doing a sketchbook tour. I know you guys just want the sketchbook tour, so I'll keep the intro short, but I do have a few things to say. These videos always bring a lot of new viewers to my channel, so I would like to say, consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you like this video, I think you would like my other videos. It's just a lot of doing what's in this sketchbook and other art, and you know, you might like it. I'm assuming if you're here, you like sketchbook tours. I have a lot of other sketchbook tours already on this channel, and I intend to do them pretty frequently from now on. So subscribe for more sketchbook tours. I also have a playlist of all of my previous sketchbook tours that you can also watch if you're interested. I started this sketchbook April 1st, and I completed it on June 9th. So about 2 months and a week, which is well below my 3-month deadline. And if you're confused about the deadline, why I have it, watch my previous video. I'll also be linking a video in the iCard and down below to give more context. And overall, I'm really happy with how the sketchbook came out. I'm trying to have my expectations be a little bit lower and more realistic for a sketchbook. In my last sketchbook tour, I withheld the name of the sketchbook. I went so far as to block it from the comments. I mainly did that because it's part of an inside joke, but I also did it because I've given this brand a lot of free advertising. But this time we're gonna do things a little differently because this time I have an affiliate link. So if you like the sketchbook and you're interested in getting one for yourself, that affiliate link will be the first thing linked down below. So, you know, use that maybe. Make me feel better for all of the free advertising I've given them. But this is a Strathmore Mixed Media Sketchbook Series 500, soft cover. I think it's like 8.5 by 11 inches or something like that. I really like this sketchbook. It's my favorite sketchbook I've ever used. I think this is my 4th or 5th time using one, and I bought a new one. So I really highly recommend this sketchbook, especially if you do a lot of different medias. So if you want it, use my link. Okay, that's all I had to say. Go watch the tour. Go watch it. Just go watch the tour. Okay, here she is in all her glory. I'm gonna give a quick sticker tour. This is from Inky Valentine, sticker app, LMA sketchbook. This is from Peter, Sarah from their shop. Drizzle drawings, Harry Potter, dinosaur, no issue, me. And then these are all my stickers, and then another Harry Potter and a Minion sticker that my friend sent me. Okay, let's start, shall we? Nothing on the inside. I usually have stuff here, but not this time. Started in April, and then this is the first page, which I did in a video, so I don't really need to say anything. Obviously, it's a knight, a lady knight. I have prints of her in my shop if you're interested. Okay, let's see what we have here. I don't know, just pencil sketches. I think I was gonna start by doing some Medusa sketches because I have a Gorgon Lady Knight character that I was trying to, I really struggle drawing the snakes. So I was gonna do some studies of classic representations of Medusa and Gorgons with the snake hair, you know. But then I didn't really finish. I just kind of ended up drawing the two, and then I think this was going to be the Lady Knight, but then I ended up just not doing that because I liked the sketch, I guess. So this is kind of just a random page, and then this is, I don't like this. This is a ink. I'm pretty sure this was ink, based on a Pinterest photo, and I had like this. I wanted, this photo was beautiful, and I really wanted to do this like gradient skin, and it did not work at all. So I'm not in love with this. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of a disappointment, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, okay, this page. This, I hope the glue isn't glaring. It's a cutout. My sister was like, I want to do like a craft today. And I was like, okay, well, let's do like some paper cutout art. And I had a really fun time coming up with this and like cutting it out and doing it. It's a little wonky. My first time ever doing anything like this, but frankly, I really like it. I think it looks cool. I had a lot of fun, like I said. And I think I succeeded. I don't like the anime eye. That's the only part that I'm not in love with. And then over here, we've got a someone's Red Dead 2 character that I drew. It was on Pinterest. And then this is a Monet study, and then this is just some color combos that I was playing around with. All marker. So this is a page, there were a lot of pages that I honestly didn't really have the energy to fill in this sketchbook. Like the bleed through pages, like whenever I do marker, obviously there's a lot of bleed through, and the bleed through pages just take so much more effort. And sometimes I just don't want to put that effort in, and this is one of those pages. Ella May sent me,
I ordered some stuff and she sent me so much extra stuff. And I got the package, and her packaging is so good. Like, her stuff is so good. Check her out. I mean, everyone will be linked down below that I mentioned, but oh my gosh, her stuff is just so cute. And so I taped all of her stuff in, and then I believe this is from Inky Valentine. I think this is what their stickers came in, and I thought it was so cute, so I had to tape that in. And then I found scrapbooking paper with Ariel on it, and Ariel is my favorite Disney princess because I'm quirky and different that way. So I cut her out, taped her in, and that's just a doodle. So this was just a page that, like, I was trying to tape stuff in so I wouldn't have to do any work. And then this page, so back in the day, back in like high school, I did a lot of pastel pencil, and I had like a art teacher who I would consider like my mentor, I guess. And she gave me some of her like old stubby ones. So I have like an amount of pastels and pastel pencils, but I never use them anymore. And so I pulled them out one day and I was like, okay, like let me try. And so this is pastel pencil based on a reference photo from Pinterest. And I like the way it turned out. I sprayed it with fixative, which I shouldn't have. I feel like fixative always ruins pastels. It makes it so much darker and like grosser, but I still think it's cute. It's super messy because also once I sprayed it, the stuff on the other side bled through. So it's not like perfect. And because I sprayed it, all the colors got really like dark. So it's not what I wanted, but honestly, like looking at it, I think the houses look really good. I don't think the water and the sky look very good, but I really like this part, especially. So, you know, it's not the worst. I think I'd like to keep trying with pastel pencil. It's just like, it's hard, you know? I like this spread. I like this spread a lot, actually, even though this photo, so this is a gouache photo or a gouache piece based off a Pinterest photo, and it's like dappled sun on a house, and I messed it up. This does not look good. Look at the sky. The sky is supposed to be lighter than the house. That didn't happen, clearly. There's that dog hair stuck in the paint. I don't know. It's like fine. Like I'm not mad at it. Like I enjoy doing it, and it was like a fun experiment, and I like the photo and I like the spread. So I'm not mad about it, but like objectively, I did not do a good job of representing this photo, which is a bummer because I really like the photo. I think I would like to continue working on sun effects like this with gouache because I would love to be able to redo this photo, but do it properly. And then over here, nice little color scheme. This is a ref Pinterest photo that I just kind of copied. This is just a little doodle, but obviously, and then this is a little doodle that I recreated that my sister did, and it was so satisfying. I was like, oh my god, can I draw that? And she's like, yeah, go ahead. And so I did, and I think it's a cool design. I like it. But yeah, I like the color palette we've got going on, the greens and the yellows. I think it's fun. This is a nice little spread. This is also a nice spread, actually. This is cute. So over here, this is something that I like to do is like put washi tape on the backs of things with a lot of bleed through because it gives me a nice base to work on. And then this is a watercolor piece that I just taped on top of. And this is something that's fully original. Like I just doodled and then painted. I didn't use a reference photo. I just had fun with it. And I really like the way it turned out. I'm really happy with it. I don't love the dress. That got away from me a little bit. But I love her. I love her face. I love her hair. I had a lot of fun doing this one. I think this is really pretty. And then over here, this is actually something that Ohu hired me to draw for them. They picked out the photo. This is not a photo that I would ever pick out on my own. So I struggled with it. It took a few attempts. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out, but it was a bit of a struggle. This is not the kind of thing that I normally draw. But I think the blues go well together. So, you know, no harm, no foul. And then this is also something that Ohu hired me to do. Again, not really a photo that I would pick for myself, but it was a fun challenge to be given something that like I had to do well. Both of these took multiple tries. So it was an interesting thing to be given something to draw and like it had to turn out well, you know what I mean? Like I had to do a good job. So it was a fun little challenge. And then over here is watercolor. I really like all of this, but specifically her. I love the way this turned out. I'm really, really, really happy with it. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this is that got lost a little bit, but that's okay. I really love her face. I feel like I had a lot of control with the watercolor. Like I feel like none of my watercolor stuff ever turns out like this crisp and good, but this looks really good. I'm really happy with it. And then we've got a flower over here, and then I just needed to fill in this space, so I just put least likely. I don't know why. If you ever see like text in my sketchbook, it's either just literally the first words that come to my head, or it's like whatever I'm listening to. There's very rarely context to it, or like reasoning behind it, or meaning behind it. It's usually very random. Okay. This is watercolor stuff that I did I started like by myself and then I finished it, or I worked on it on stream. And I think I overworked it quite a bit. I never like did this, but for the peaches, I think I overworked it. They were looking really, really nice at one point, and then I kept going, and then they don't look that good anymore. But you know what? That's okay. I still had a lot of fun doing it. I had fun doing it on stream. It's fine. It's fine. And then these are some lemurs that my sister took a photo of, and I said, can I draw them? And she said yes, and so I drew them, and I really like them. I think they're fun. I messed up over here. I got the wrong pink color, I think, but I fixed it on Photoshop, so it's okay. This is a page of like doodles and kind of like OC stuff. That's a clown, I guess. My character, I have the cover them up slut meme. I could draw that meme 1,000 times. That is so funny, and it's such a good angle. It's so funny. Just a little dude, little funky guy. This is just a random, I love this. I am so happy with how this turned out. This is just some random, I don't know, vampire girl. I don't know. But I think she's so cute, so pretty. Love it. I based the pose off of like a Pinterest photo. And then this is that other boob meme. These are both my characters, and then these are both my characters. I had fun doing this. This one was good. This is not so good. This is just some pen doodles. I guess, I don't know what this was for. Wow, I have no idea what any of this is. I think I was trying to come up with a piece to do, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I like this sketch. And then over here are some marker things, some landscapes. I wanted to try a monochromatic landscape. I don't hate it. Don't love it. I like this one, and I like this. We have some fake plants that look like this. And so this is based off a Pinterest photo, but I chose this photo because it looked like fake flowers that we had. And I think they're funny and kind of ugly, so I drew them. Here is a orange painting. Okay. So back here, I was trying to come up with pieces about oranges because in the summertime, in Florida especially, I really start to crave a lot of like fresh fruit, especially Florida's oranges because we're in Florida, and like summer always just like feels like an orange to me, and like fresh fruit and stuff. And so I wanted to do a piece about that. So back here was thumbnailing for that piece, and I couldn't think of anything. So eventually I was like, I'll just paint an orange, I guess. So I got a few reference photos, but overall, like this, even though you can't tell because all of these paintings, there's so many of this exact painting, they all kind of look the same, but I did kind of make it up. I used reference photos, but like I made up this. So that's kind of cool that I was a little bit original. And I do like the way it turned out. I think it looks good and cool. But everyone has made this exact painting, so not that makes it matter less. Like I still enjoyed it, but it's not, it doesn't count to call it an original, I feel like. And then over here we have some desaturated marker portraits. These are referenced from Pinterest. I really like them. I kind of wish I had finished, like made it more saturated and more contrasty, but that's okay. I had a purpose and I did the thing, so I won't regret it now. And then this is here because this is where I had to be, like this was the first third of the sketchbook. So I needed to finish this page within the first month to be on track to finish it within 3 months. Okay, I actually really like the spread. I like the spread a lot. So this is some thumbnailing for a commission that I have that I still need to do for a night, and the only like lead I had, the only prompt I had was night. It just had to be a night, and so I was playing around with some ideas. And then down here, so this stuff, Plastic by Sisters LePay on TikTok. They did this Barbie. They like animate, and it's a beautiful animation, and they're doing like Barbie animations, and one of them is where she is gay. And so these are some screenshots, screenshots of the characters. I was gonna try to draw a piece with them. This is a screenshot, and then that's just like kind of drawing her. I'm not kidding, that TikTok awakened something in me. I'm not kidding. I watched that TikTok so many times. I swear to God, it changed me as a person. I'm still obsessed with it. I love the soundbite. I love the stylization. I'm obsessed. I love them. But down here, this is a concept idea I have for, I don't know, just a thing. And then this is an old family photo that I recreated with marker. My mom used to do photography when she was younger, and I love looking through her old photos and drawing them. She takes really great photos. And it was usually not her actual photography ones, but just the random photos she took. Always turned out so nice. And I really loved this one. It's just like a group of like teenagers going out on a boat. And I loved the colors. They all were kind of wearing a really nice color palette. Like, this is pretty photo accurate to like the colors. Like, they all were wearing kind of a color scheme, and it was just really nice. I really liked it. So I drew it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Over here we have, so I've talked about my OCs before. They used to be high school characters, but now that I'm well beyond high school, I can't really connect with the characters anymore. And so I've been working on revamping them to be more college age. So that way kind of the plot line still makes sense being in a school, but they're no longer like children, because it's, you know, I'm not a child. Hard for me to relate to a child. So this was me kind of figuring out where they were in life and like what majors and whatever. And I had a lot of fun doing this. I actually I love doodling in this pen, man. And then in here is just I think I was like writing down the relationships between all the characters. And then over here is a thing. So something that I tried to do that I've been doing lately, I guess, is I'm trying to draw on impulse. Like, if I have an idea, just do it. One thing I tend to do is I tend to think of an idea that would be original, but then I overthink it and I freak out and I try to find references because I feel crippled without one, but then I get so caught up on making it look realistic, and then it's not original, and then if I can't find the right reference, I don't know what to do, and I want to do something more stylized, but when I have a reference, I get too real. I never do it the way I want to do it. So I've been trying, the second I have an idea to do something, I try to just do it without giving myself time to freak out, without giving myself time to find a reference, without overthinking, just do it. And this is one of those pieces. I had this idea of do evil daily, and I just imagined this little kitty flipping people off. And so I did it really fast. And honestly, I like it. I think the color choices are wrong. I think it's ugly. I clearly am not confident and comfortable in this style. But you know what? I don't care. I did the thing that I wanted to do. I executed my idea pretty accurately without getting lost in translation, which normally happens. So I'm really happy with it. And I had fun doing it. And these are words that I live by. So I'm really happy with this, even though frankly it's kind of ugly. But you know what? Do evil daily, so whatever. Okay, this is thumbnailing for my Make It Gay that I did at the beginning of June. I had a lot of fun thumbnailing for this. This was kind of stalling, it was needed. I didn't really know what I was gonna do, so doing this was good, but this was unnecessary. I was just stalling, I guess. This is another instance of just trying to fill in the space of bleed through. This was done pretty recently, and I just taped it in at this blank page, so I wouldn't have to do something higher effort on this page. Because usually with bleed through, my options are tape something in, covered in washi tape, and tape stuff on top of the washi tape, or do a gouache painting. And the gouache paintings are a lot more effort than just taping stuff in, so. Then over here, I have a marker portrait. This was not meant to be high effort. I kind of just sat down and I was doing a lot of, I was using the chisel nib, and I thought it was gonna be kind of messy and kind of fast, but I ended up really loving the way it turned out. So this portrait inspired this portrait, and I did this in a video, and I just had a lot of fun doing these. And then over here, a lot of marker bleed through. I did not want to cover this up doing another portrait, especially because I was gearing up to do 100 heads. I didn't want to do 1,000 portraits before my 100 heads. So, the bleed through was pretty, you could pretty much see her. So it felt like its own piece, you know what I mean? I felt like I didn't need to cover it up. So I just added some color pencil on top. to kind of make it feel a bit more complete, I guess. And you know what? I'm fine with it. I like it. I think it's cool. I didn't have to fill this whole page, so not mad about it. Over here, this is, again, just kind of trying to, I'm really sick of dealing, I don't know why, this did not used to be a problem, but I don't like dealing with marker bleed through right now. I want to use markers a lot more, but I don't want to deal with the bleed through. So I taped in a bunch of stuff. So these are my old renditions of my business cards, and I want to keep like at least one version of every business card. So I put all this is my new business card. I put them all in here, and then I put my little thank you card in here. And then this is a gouache painting of Henry Cavill, an old picture of him. And I love the lighting on this photo. I don't care about this man, okay? I don't care about this man, but the lighting in this photo was so pretty. I have been saving it and I've been waiting to do it. I don't know why I put it in the middle of this spread. I don't know what I was thinking, but I like the way it turned out. And I love the lighting. I love harsh lighting, man. But yeah, this is not like, not much going on here. And here's where the 100 heads start. I don't need to talk much about this. If you want to see more detail about this, go like watch the video. Day 1, graphite. Oh, I can point out the ones I don't like. I think on this page I like most of them. I think this one's kind of weak, just because I think I messed up this eye. Day 2 with magenta and cyan ink. I used Winsor & Newton ink. I hate this one. I don't like that I mixed the blue and the pink. I think it looks bad. Also, I learned I'm not good at facial hair during this challenge. I think this one's also kind of weak. And then I ate 4 fortune cookies, so I got 4 fortunes. Oh, here's where I tried to tape it in, but it's not staying. Because I didn't want to deal with the marker bleed through. This is day 3 with markers. This one's so bad. Dude, this one is so bad. It looks so bad. I'm so sorry to that poor girl. But I really like this one. I actually really like that one too. I like that one. I like her cheeks, or that baby's cheeks. And then this is day 4 with watercolor. I love this spread. I love this color. This is the Winsor & Newton like palette. I love this spread. It feels very Norman Rockwell to me, mainly because of this color. This is probably one of my all-time favorite heads. Love the color combo. Love that he's monochromatic. Love his face. So obsessed with this spread. Hate this one. Again, can't do facial hair. I don't like this head. I also really like that one. This one's a little wonky, but I don't dislike it. What day is this? 5. Day 5. This was with like microns and like, I don't know, ink or whatever. You can see I messed up the eye. There's a few places where I did like tape stuff in. I don't think I dislike any of these heads. Let me see. I'm bummed. So the black background was an impulse decision, and it did mess up her silhouette. She was really pretty until I kind of drew in there, but you know, it's fine. I really like these two. I like their expressions. Day 6 with colored pencil, probably one of my other favorite spreads. I love the green background. I've been really into like this green lately. I don't think there are any bad ones on this one. Oh, this one, I messed up her hair. It does not look good. Her face is also a little wonky, but her hair looks bad. But otherwise, I think it's okay. Oh, and then this was where I had to be during the 2nd month, but I went well past. Like this, I finished way before, so. Like that, I think I had, I don't know. I definitely finished the 100 heads before the month was up. So I was like way past like where I needed to be. Day 7 with ballpoint pen and then like paint pen. I like this one. I think this one's a little messed up, but it's not bad. Oh, I don't like this one. These two are my like favorite heads of all time, of all of these, except for the one, where is he? Except for this dude. These two are my favorites. I put the paint pen down and then I did the ballpoint on top. And I think it looks so cool. I love the effect. You can see where I had to put sticker paper down. I think her face is a little wonky, but honestly, like that's what it looked like. Like her face in the photo, she had a very like not strangely structured, just it was hard to represent, but I feel like that's what she looked like. But in a drawing, it looks weird. In the photo, it looked normal, but in the drawing, it looks weird. But yeah, I like this spread. Day 8 with neon. It's not all neon. It's not really. Neon is a generous word, but that was the intention going in was neons. I don't love, there's one on here that I don't love. I think it's this one. They all look fine, but I don't know. There's just something wonky about her. I really like this one. I really like him. I like her. I like her. I really like her though. Day 9 with liners, my least favorite spread. I think if I didn't have these colored backgrounds, it would look a lot better. But even still, I just think like the liners look weird. Her face is so messed up, dude. I messed up her face. I think he also looks weird. I don't know. They're okay. I just, the liners look weird. I don't know. And I really wish I hadn't done this colored background. But whatever. What can you do? And then day 10, last spread, gouache. I don't like this one. I think that's really bad. But besides that, I like this page a lot. I really like her. I really like her. Really like her. I like him. I love this one. Not my favorite spread just because there's nothing going on except for the heads. But one thing that I don't do is I don't just do gouache like kind of sporadically on paper. And I love the effect it has. Like there's something about like each head, I don't know, it looks really cool. I don't know how to explain it. I think it looks really cool. I really like the way the gouache looks directly on the white paper, like spread out. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so after the 100 heads, I was giving myself a break. And so I was just I took some time to like doodle. This was on stream, but so I wasn't trying to do anything like hardcore, you know? So this was an experiment where I was using the ballpoint pen and then I used watercolor on top of it and it worked like really well. I was really expecting the pen to like bleed everywhere, but it didn't. It worked really, really nicely. So this stuff is all I think from the stream and I had a lot of fun doing it. The Post-its are wherever I covered stuff up. I really like this. I really like this. Yeah. And then over here, I picked out some colored pencils. I've been loving color palettes lately. I have been for a while. Just having color palettes, like not doing anything with them, just having color palettes. This was just, I grabbed a bunch of colors and I did a bunch of lines. Then here, I got a new car, a very old car. I got an old car and there were a few things that I had to fix up with my dad. And one day we were working like all day and he had to grind something, like some metal down. And I was watching like the sparks come out and you could like see this very distinct shape and it was so pretty. And so I drew them. That's not quite what they looked like, but it was really cool. It was really cool and I wanted to like, I don't know, photograph it and like paint it or something. And then this is just a quote. Pretty basic doodle spread. Okay, I like this spread a lot. So this is another one of those instances of just trying to be a bit more impulsive. I wanted to draw birds, so I found a picture of some birds and I started doing it. I didn't want to think too hard about it. And this was also a day of I grabbed some supplies that I don't normally reach for, like different brands of markers, and I also tried to pick out the colors before I did stuff, so I would have like a limited color palette. So these are both Florida birds. I've never seen these birds. Apparently they're from Florida. And I did this one. I love how this turned out. I love this bird. And then I had this negative space, so I filled it with this other bird, and based on this, I grabbed a few paint pens, and I had this, pre-selected color palette, and I did this. I don't love the way this looks. It was fun. It was very impulsive. It was very loose. It was fun. I don't think it looks good, but I think it's a cool spread. I like the color palette, and I had fun doing this. It was very different than what I normally do. Like I said, impulsive and I don't know, just fun, loose. Like I said, I normally get really caught up in being realistic and hyper realistic, and so this was a day that I didn't worry about that. I just worked with kind of what I had directly in front of me. There were a lot of colors that I couldn't do, but I had already picked out my color, so I wasn't gonna grab any more, and so I just had to make it work. So it was fun. It was a good brain exercise. And I really liked this, so I tried to carry it over for the next few days. I don't know that I succeeded, but I tried. So I was trying to do some more Florida birds. And I wanted to kind of keep this same vibe. I think the magic of this one is the blue background. So I think I need to figure out how to do this again with these, because I want to try to redo these. I like this one. I like the like little scribbles, but this is, again, I picked all the colors out beforehand, tried to use different than normal markers. I don't remember what, this is a woodpecker. I really like the way this turned out. This one's okay. I'm not happy with this one because this is called a Rosette Spoonbill. He looks kind of like a flamingo. We have one in my neighborhood and I'm obsessed with it. And I love it a lot. So I feel like I didn't quite do it justice. I feel like I could do better. These are some stamps. And then this is a list of birds that I want to draw. Yeah, I need to work on this. I've been loving birds. I've said this multiple times. I love Florida birds. Florida birds are freaking insane. They are like, I don't know. It's like having little dinosaurs in your neighborhood. It's crazy. I love them. Over here, this is a mess. This is, again, these last few pages, this is where it starts getting about, where is it? After the 100 heads, from here is where I started being like, oh my God, I want to be done with this. Like I don't want to be in the sketchbook anymore. So here's where I got some new art supplies. These are some Tombow markers that I tested out. These are some art crayons that I tested out, and these were on clearance. And then this is Ecoline liquid watercolors, and I hated them. I did not like them. I didn't like the way they interacted. I didn't like the colors they mixed. This is gold. It looks like shit. It looks like glittery shit. It's disgusting. So I didn't really like these. So I returned them. And then over here are some doodles. This is like a little composition, I guess, with some Tombow markers, just seeing how they kind of work together. This is doing that same, like putting the paint marker down, and then doing the pen on top. I really like this girl. And then here's some doodles with pen. And then here we've got some more really low effort stuff. I guess I probably shouldn't say low effort. It's not necessarily low effort, this stuff is, but this was a house that I saw in a local like beach town. It was at night and I took a photo because I thought this little scene was so cute. And so I repainted it, but obviously like during the daytime, so I had to make up the colors. But I like it. It's not perfect. The composition, something just feels a little lackluster, but I did it and it's, you know, kind of original. I took a photo, but it's my own photo. So I'm happy with it. Something feels like it's missing, but I am happy with this. And then here's just some pen doodles just to use the page, you know. I hit 40K, so I recorded the date because I'm sure I'm gonna wanna know later. And then here's my Gorgon Knight. Here's Bucky. Here's my own characters. Here's a chunky dog. I saw my dog laying and she looked so fat and I was like, that's funny. So I tried to draw it. It's not good, but whatever. I really like this pose. I like this. Hopefully, I kind of want to do more of this in my next sketchbook, maybe? Just like doing more doodly sketches, because I had a lot of fun doing this and I love using this pen. But yeah, like it's not very visually stimulating, is it? Like looking at this page, it's kind of like, okay, what about it? So I don't know. But I did have fun doing it. And then here is the last spread. You guys just saw this video, so I don't need to say too much about it, but I still am really happy with this. It's original. I had a lot of fun doing it. I had to plan it out. Is it perfect? No. Her eyes are very far apart, but honestly, I'm still really happy with this. And it kind of grows on me the longer, you know, I go with it. I love this. I love the texture. I love her hair. I don't know. I'm really happy with it. I think the only thing I would change is like the mouth. I don't love, but I really like it. I think it's cool. I'm really happy with it. I think I just kind of surprised myself with this because I don't know. This is not something I normally do. I feel like this is a piece that I've tried to do before but never succeeded on. It's very different. I don't know. I guess I was expecting this to flop and I don't think it did. So that's like really exciting for me. Yeah, I really like it. I'm really happy with it. And that's the last thing. For some reason I thought I wrote April. I literally don't know what was going through my head. But completed June 9th. And then this is just, this is a letter from Karina saying, and I kept, like I glued it in to like hold stuff, but I don't really have anything in there. I don't think, just like her note from her. And that's the sketchbook. there she is. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I went through it so quickly because of the 100 heads, took up a lot of time. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of trying to lower my standards a little bit. Like I used to talk about like my old sketchbooks and like, oh, I lost the spark. But looking back at those old sketchbooks, I don't know that there was a spark. Like a lot of those pages weren't very good. So I'm trying to be a bit more gentle with myself and let myself do things like this in my sketchbook and, you know, waste pages and whatever. As long as I'm working, you know, doing the sketchbook, then like I'm okay with it. And I feel like, honestly, there's some good stuff in here throughout the entire sketchbook, you know? It's not like I just started with a lot of effort and then ended really badly. I feel like, you know, up until the last few days, I was trying, and I was enjoying being in the sketchbook. I wanted to be done, but more because of scheduling issues that I had. Like I said earlier, like starting here was where I stopped. I wanted to be done with it, but it was because of some scheduling issues. Not because I was sick of the sketchbook itself, I guess. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. There are some weak points, but that's what a sketchbook is for, I guess. So I'm pretty chuffed. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the sketchbook tour. Look forward to my new sketchbook. I'm excited about it. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Check out all these artists. I'll link them down below. And thank you for watching and have a good day. I didn't think of anything to say here. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. Share this video, whatever, you know. Sell me your soul, like the normal YouTube stuff, you know. And go water your plants, go on a walk and go do some art.